our point of view is it's not about data warehousing or data ownership, it's actually what you do with the data. So there's a people layer on top of this. And I think that clients need to make their mind up in terms of, do they want to actually invest in developing their own data warehouse and their own data management platform, or do they want to work with an agency that can do that through the investments that they've made? And then I think they have to ask the question of, are they comfortable with their data being consolidated or aggregated with other clients' data, or do they want their data to be isolated and siloed from other clients' data? And there are different agency approaches to that, and there's different values for that as well. But I think the reason that it's important, and I think that we're certainly talking to a number of clients, particularly when you're managing a portfolio of clients or different lines of business, is how do you start thinking about maximizing that overall portfolio? So certainly customers and consumers are buying different products within a client's portfolio. How do you understand the relationship that they have with those different products? And based on that, how do you start to think about how you sequence your messaging to them, how you start to cross-promote one product with another product? How do you start to think about audiences that you may not have originally been thinking about, but because of that data warehouse, you're starting to discover audiences that perhaps a traditional segmentation approach or segmentation model may not have led you to. So I think it's critically important in terms of really understanding how we can get more value out of the communications that we're doing and really zero in on the appropriate moments to connect, as well as the appropriate products to connect, as well as the appropriate audiences to reach those consumers. There used to be a single currency that we would trade TV with, and everyone had the currency and everyone knew what that currency was, and therefore, in some respects, all the playing cards were on the table. I think what we're seeing now with the emergence of new data as well, which could be syndicated data as well as agencies' proprietary data, we now have more knowledge and more information about the value of networks and programs. In some respects, that information is information that we have and that the networks don't have. So that starts to change the balance of leverage in terms of, information is power. And when you go in and have the ability to say, yes, against the traditional currency, there's not a lot of difference from a pricing standpoint and from a coverage standpoint. But actually, when you dig into more precise data about the audiences, we start to see big differences between networks, programs, and schedules. So that starts to then allow us to make some really strong decisions and recommendations to our clients in terms of where is the real value, where is the partnership between programs that exist, networks that exist, and who we're trying to reach. So I would very much, my ambition is that actually we create the first guarantees, audience guarantees, GRP guarantees against non-traditional currency measures, that we actually are able to guarantee schedules for the audiences that our clients really care about and hold the networks accountable for those audiences.